welcome in the online session of Class 8 Science. We are continuing with the chapter Cell, Structure and Function. In the previous session, students, we have completed about the history and discovery of the cell, then some parts of the cell like nucleus, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and chromosomes. Now, in this video session, we are going to cover the topics again, some parts of the cell wall, cell organelles, vacuoles, plastids, difference between animal and plant cell, and difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, let's start, children, with the first topic, that is parts of a cell, right? So, this is an animal cell diagram shown here. So you can see here that the cell has the three main components. There are three main parts of the cell. One is cell membrane, right, which you have already studied in the last session. Cell membrane. Okay, so cell membrane is the boundary of the cell. You can see here cell membrane, this is the boundary of the cell, and this cell membrane is also known as the plasma membrane. Then in every cell there is a nucleus. So this pink color which you can see in the center, this is the nucleus of the cell, right? This is nucleus. In the nucleus there is again a spherical structure present which is called nucleolus. Okay, and nucleus also has its own boundary which is known as the nuclear membrane. Fine. And the third important part of the cell is the cytoplasm. This yellow colored jelly like substance which is seen is known as the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm consists of many cell organelles. Now you can see many small organelles are floating in the cytoplasm, like ribosomes you can see here, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, okay, lysosomes. This is again endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, right? Rough means which have ribosomes present on them, and smooth means without ribosomes. Okay, so these are the cell organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. So what is the main thing? That cell has three main components. One is cell membrane or plasma membrane, then nucleus, and third one is cytoplasm. Now in plant cells, above the cell membrane, one more membrane is present which is called the cell wall, which we are going to study in the next slide now. Then cytoplasm has many cell organelles present in it, which I have already shown you, right? Mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, vacuoles, ribosomes. Okay. Now, components of the cell are enclosed in a membrane or boundary. These all cell organelles have their own boundary, have their own membrane surrounding them, right? Like lysosome, you can see it has its own boundary, it has its own membrane. Mitochondria also you can see it has its own membrane. So they are membrane bound organelles. Okay, they are also called membrane bound organelles as they all have their own separate boundary, their own separate membranes, and this membrane gives all of them a particular shape. All of them have their own shape because of the presence of this membrane surrounding them. Fine. So now let us first study cell wall. Now cell wall is present only in plant cells. Remember children, okay. In animals the outermost layer of the cell is cell membrane, okay. But in plant cells the outermost covering is the cell wall. Okay. So this cell wall provides protection to the plant cell. Okay, like in animal cells, cell membrane provides protection to the cell and its inner contents, whereas in plants other than cell membrane and another layer is present on the outer side. So here in the diagram you can see that this is the cell membrane. This second layer is means innermost second layer is cell membrane. Okay, and you can see the outer layer is cell wall. That means if cell wall is present, that means this is a plant cell. Okay, so in plant cells, above the cell membrane one more layer is present which is called the cell wall. Now this is called the cell wall. It provides protection to the plants. Okay, this is again one function of the cell wall is to provide protection from environmental agents. Like plants, they cannot come inside the house and live with us, right? Plants have to stay outside in the environment. So plants want protection from the environmental agents like temperature, sunlight, air, heat, cold, wind speed. So who will help the plants, who will protect the plants from all these environmental agents? Okay, so who is this children? This is cell wall. So this cell wall will protect the plant from the environmental agents like temperature, wind speed, cold, heat, sunlight. Okay, so this cell wall is definitely protecting the plant cell. And along with this cell wall provides shape to the cell, and it also keeps the plant rigid and stiff, right? Like animals can be turn around here and there in any direction, right? Means animals are flexible, but plants are not flexible at all, right? If you will bend the plants up to a certain extent, they will be bent, but after that the plant will break into pieces, right? The stem of the plant will break into pieces. So that hardness, that stiffness in the plant is due to the cell wall. It keeps the plant straight and hard and stiff, fine. So flexibility is not there in plant cell. Flexibility is present in animal cells because in animals the outer layer is cell membrane, and this cell membrane is flexible in nature, fine. Now next is one more thing to tell you here is that cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cellulose is a carbohydrate. Cellulose is a carbohydrate. Okay, it's a type of sugars. So this cell wall is made up of cellulose, remember. Okay, now next one is cell organelles. Okay, cell organelle means these small organelles which are present in the cytoplasm, they are called the cell organelles. So these are the parts of the cell which are present in the cytoplasm, and they all have membrane around them, right? Now let us understand some of the names of these cell organelles. So first one is endoplasmic reticulum. In the chapter you have not to study in detail about them, just I am telling you the names of these. So cell organelles, endoplasmic reticulum. So here you can see there is a rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth. There are the two types, right? So this whole is the endoplasmic reticulum. They are attached with the nuclear membrane here. Okay, so endoplasmic reticulum are like this, right? Okay, now the endoplasmic reticulums, those have ribosomes present on them. These circular ribosomes, if present, then it is called a rough endoplasmic reticulum. And if these ribosomes are absent, if it is plain, then it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Fine. So this is one of the cell organelle. Then Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, you can see here, this one is Golgi apparatus. These pink colored structures, these are the stacks, tube like structures. These are Golgi apparatus. Then lysosomes, fine. Lysosomes are here. Okay, these pink colored round structures, they are lysosomes. Then vacuoles. Vacuoles, you can see they are the empty sacs. Okay, this purple color, this is the vacuole present in plant cell. Then ribosomes. Ribosomes are present here. Ribosomes means these small circular parts which are present on the endoplasmic reticulum. Then mitochondria, you can see here, these structures are called mitochondria. Then plastids, because it's a plant cell, so plastids are also present, right? In this diagram, plastids are not seen. Okay, so like chloroplast, in which chlorophyll is present, so that is a plastid. We are going to study in later slides. So these are some of the cell organelles which are present in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, you have not to learn them in detail, but you must know the names of some of the cell organelles. Now let us see the functions of some of the cell organelles, fine, and where they are found. Like first one is cell membrane. So cell membrane, where what is the structure of cell membrane? That it surrounds the cytoplasm. It is present surrounding the cytoplasm and the other organelles. It is also called the plasma membrane. What is the function? It allows the things to enter and exit of the cell, right? Entry of anything or exit of anything is controlled by the cell membrane, and this cell membrane is present in both plant and animal cells. Okay, then cell wall. What is the structure of the cell wall? That cell wall is very rigid, it is very hard, it is made up of cellulose, and it surrounds the plant cell. It is present only in the plant cells. Now what is the function, children? It provides support and protection also, and it is only present in the plant cell. Cell wall is only present in the plant cells. Then nucleus. Nucleus consists of chromosomes, DNA and genes, right? And what is the function? That it controls the cell. It is the controlling center. Okay, controlling center means nucleus will decide what the other organelles have to do. It controls the all organelles of the cell, and nucleus is present in both plant and animal cells. Okay, then cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the gel like liquid that fills the cell, and it provides the suspension to the organelles so that they can move easily. Means it is that fluid in which all the cell organelles will float and they will move from one place to another easily. So cytoplasm is also present in both plant and animal cells. Then mitochondria. Mitochondria is the double membrane organelle, right? Which I have shown you in the last diagram also. And mitochondria, students, the function is it converts glucose into energy. That means mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Energy is produced in the mitochondria. Food is oxidized, food is burned in the mitochondria, and energy is released. That's why mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. And it is also present in both plant and animal cells. Then chloroplast. Chloroplast is filled with chlorophyll, right? And you all know that chlorophyll helps in photosynthesis. So what is the function? It is the site for photosynthesis, and for chloroplast is only present in plant cell. It is that organelle in which chlorophyll is present, right? Then vacuole. Vacuoles are present much larger in plant cells than animal cells. Means in plant cells the size of the vacuole is much larger, but in animal cells the size of the vacuole is less. And vacuole, the function is to store water, nutrients, waste. Means it is a storage sac. It stores the things like water, nutrients, waste materials. And in plants it is large in size and one in number, one or two in number, but in animals they are many in number but very very small in size. Then lysosomes. Lysosomes are small circular organelles that contain some enzymes. Okay, lysosomes are also called the suicidal bags. Why they are called suicidal bags? Because if some cell gets rupture, if some cell get dead inside the body, then who will destroy it? Lysosomes destroy it. Lysosomes have some enzymes, and those enzymes will digest the old cell parts. Okay, that means they help in the removal of the waste, and these lysosomes are present in animal cells only. In plant cells lysosomes are absent. Fine. So these are some of the important things which we have discussed through the help of this chart. Okay, now let us move on to the next slide and try to understand what are vacuoles. Right, vacuoles, as I have told you, it is present in animal cell as well as in plant cell. Now vacuoles are actually the empty sacs. Okay, here you can see in the diagram that this is the vacuole. It is the plant cell vacuole. As in plant cell, the size of the vacuole is much larger. And you can see nothing is present inside it. So it's an empty sac. And the function is to store. Okay, to store the waste, to store the food, to store the nutrients like this. And it also has a membrane. You can see here that a membrane, it is surrounded by a membrane. It has its own boundary. Fine. They are one or two in number, bigger in size in the plant cells, right? So in the plant cells they are very big in size and one or two vacuoles are present, but in animals they are many in number but the size is very small. Okay, here you can see also one of the vacuole in the cell. Here you can see protein storage vacuole. This blue color is also a vacuole. It is storing proteins. Fine, proteins are stored in it. Okay, so vacuoles are the storage sacs, you can say. Fine. Now next is plastids. Plastids are the colored bodies present in the cytoplasm. Okay, they are some small circular colored bodies which are present in the cytoplasm. Now there are three types of plastids. One is chromoplast, other is chloroplast, and the third one is leucoplast. Fine. So chromoplast means what, children? Chromo means colored plastids which are colored in nature. Here you can see chromoplast. This is the structure. So these are colored plastids. They give color to the flowers. Flowers are colored. Flowers have different colors due to the presence of chromoplast. Okay. So in this chromoplast, different colors, pigments can be stored which give color to the flowers and different colors to the vegetables also, like red chili. Now red chili is not because of chlorophyll, because chlorophyll is green. Now when the green chili turns red, that means chloroplast has changed into chromoplast. Okay, then green color pigment changes to some other color pigment. Okay, so chromoplasts store the colored pigments and they give color to the flowers. Now second is chloroplast. Chloroplast means this is the organ in which green colored chlorophyll is stored. It is the green colored plastid and it stores the chlorophyll pigment. And third one is the leucoplast. This is the structure for chloroplast, right, in which chlorophyll is stored. And third is leucoplast, this one. Leucoplast means colorless plastids. They do not have any color and their function is only to store something. Waste, nutrients, anything can be stored inside it like vacuoles. Okay. So we have seen that plastids are the colored bodies. There are three types of plastids in the plant cell. Plastids are only present in plant cell. They are absent in animal cell, children. Okay. So there are of three types. Chromoplast means colored plastids. They give color to the flowers. Chloroplast means green color plastids and the pigment present in it is chlorophyll and which helps in photosynthesis and giving green color to the leaves and vegetables. Then third is leucoplast, which is a colorless plastid and this is only meant for storage. Fine. Now next is plant versus animal cells. What is the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell? So this structure you can see when cell wall is present, that means what is this, children? This is a plant cell and this one is the animal cell. Okay. Now you can see the difference in both of them. Here you can see that this is the vacuole. Okay, here is the vacuole and here you can see the vacuole. So what is the difference, children? Vacuoles are present in both, but in plant cell the vacuoles is very big in size, whereas in animal cell the size of the vacuole is little small. So this is one difference. Okay. Now let us find out the next difference here, that a cell wall is present in the plant cell, but a cell wall is absent in case of animal cells. Okay. Centrosomes, you can see centrosomes are these small particles. They are present only in animal cells, but here you cannot see the centrosomes. Okay. Lysosomes are also present in animal cells, but in plant cells you cannot find the lysosomes. Okay. Centrioles are also the cell organelles which are only present in animal cells, but they are absent in the plant cell. Then chloroplast are only present in plant cells, but they are absent in the animal cells. Fine. Then ribosomes are present in both, vacuoles are present in both, but difference in size. Golgi apparatus is present in both. Okay. Reticulum, endoplasmic reticulum is present in both. Nucleolus is present in both. Cell membrane is also present in both, right? So the difference lies here that chloroplast present in plant cell only, cell wall only in plant, and these holes in the cell wall which is called plasmodesmata, this is also present only in plant cell. These are absent in case of animal cell, and these three things are present in only animal cells: centrioles, lysosomes and centrosomes. They are only present in animal cells. Okay. Now let us see the next slide and try to again find the difference, that animal cells are generally small in size. The first difference, that animal cells are small in size and plant cells are larger in size. Then cell wall is absent in animal cells, cell wall is present in plant cells, and the cell wall I told you is made up of cellulose. Okay. Now plastids are absent in animal cells and plastids are present in plant cells. Vacuoles in animal cells are many and small, and vacuoles in plant cells are one or two but large in size. Then animal cells have a single highly complex Golgi bodies, and here plant cells have many small Golgi bodies, right? Then centrosomes and centrioles are present in animal cell, whereas they are absent in plant cells. Okay. So you have to learn these difference points between animal cell and plant cells. Then the last topic of today's session is difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So students, this is a prokaryotic cell and this is the eukaryotic cell. Okay. Can you see the difference now? You can see that in eukaryotic cell there is a nucleus present, right? Whereas that nucleus is absent in prokaryotic cell. That means eukaryotes have a well-defined nucleus with the nuclear membrane, but in prokaryotes the nucleus is absent, right? And whatever material is present in the nucleus is directly spread in the cytoplasm in case of prokaryotes. Okay. Then a cell wall is present in prokaryotes, but in eukaryotes cell wall is absent. Okay. In plant cell it is present, but in animal cell it is absent. Then other cell organelles like chloroplast, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, they all are absent in case of prokaryotes. Means prokaryotes do not have membrane bound cell organelles. Okay. So these are the differences. Let's find out in the tabular form. That first difference is that prokaryotes are unicellular and eukaryotes are multicellular. This is the first difference. Prokaryotic organisms or prokaryotic cells are unicellular, and eukaryotic organisms they are multicellular generally. Here in prokaryotes, nucleus is poorly defined. Okay, and there is no nuclear membrane, absence of nuclear membrane. But in case of eukaryotes, nucleus is well defined and a nuclear membrane is also present. Here in prokaryotes, nucleolus is absent. If there is no nucleus, then nucleolus will also be absent. And in eukaryotes, because nucleus is present, so nucleolus is also present. Then cell organelles like plastids, mitochondria, they all are absent in prokaryotes. Whereas in eukaryotes, these all are present, right? Then examples of prokaryotes are bacteria and blue-green algae. They are prokaryotes. Bacteria is an example of prokaryote. And in eukaryote, fungus, plant cells, animal cells, they all are eukaryotic in nature. Okay. So these are the differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So let us summarize, children, what we did today. So we have learned about the different parts of a cell wall in plant cells, many of the cell organelles, then vacuoles, plastids in plant cells, difference between animal and plant cell, and difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So this completes the chapter here only. Do read the lesson from your textbook, complete your notes, and if any doubt, you can ask anytime. Okay. So we'll meet in the next session. Till then, all of you stay home and stay safe.